Welcome back to the channel. We have a little bit of a different thing that we're going to do today. Actually, one of my most hated things is working on cars, but this should be pretty fun. I got a delete kit. I got that truck, which is a Nissan Titan Cummins, and they've been known to have issues with the engine after 100,000 miles, and it's got 99 on it. So what I did is I sold the Honda and then used some of that cash flow to supplement the diet we're about to put that thing on. And I also got this thing, which is irritating. We'll get to that later. But today we're going to work on getting the EZ-Link updated and the tune in the truck, and then hopefully the pipe on there. We don't have much time left because, as you can see, I'm sweating. I've been working all day. But we're going to try to get to this as efficiently as possible so that I have a truck to drive or a vehicle to drive tomorrow for work. But let's go ahead and get to it. So I got a kit from Performance Off-Road. It came with an intake and the EZ-Link and the pipe, and it's meant to get rid of the diesel exhaust fluid and open up the truck. It'll be a little bit louder, which my wife will love, but the truck will be happier and the turbo won't clog up the exhaust, and it won't have to go through a regeneration cycle. We got a 2-inch leveler because somebody put 33s on it and didn't space out the front, so it rubs a little bit. And we got the intake, and then there's the EGR delete down there that we'll get to probably in a later video. I want to get this first section done first. So let's go ahead. I believe what we're supposed to do, I believe the first step, and I'm a newbie at doing anything diesel, so I think the first step is we're supposed to download the EZ-Link tune. I'm going to do the most conservative tune. I think it's like 35 or 65 plus horsepower. And then we will jump underneath it and pull off the old pipe. So let's get to work. So for the EZ-Link plug, this is the plug. It just sits right there, and that is the tap. You can see it has a shibby plug on it. We'll pop that off and we'll plug our EZ-Link connection into this, and then we got to find a clean routing for that, the rest of that, to get inside the engine bay. And that is on the left-hand side of the truck. In the kit, you'll have your EZ-Link plug, your OBD2 plug, and then your Cummins plug with your Nissan unlock. Some kits don't come with it, but the guy I got it from at Synthetic Off-Road, he's the best one to do it. He's got the best tunes, and he has the best support as far as taking care of his clients. So I would strongly suggest looking up Brad on Synthetic Off-Road on Facebook. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, from what I hear, there's an easy way to get up through there if you want to have it on board. I don't have a shift on the fly, but I think you can get up through that e-brake plug. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Actually, you have to come in through the firewall that way. Actually, I ended up just going around the side of the door right there for now, till I find a more convenient spot to run this Cummins plug, because I don't have shift on the fly, or they call it SODIF, which is a little knob that you can mount right here. So I'm just going to upload the tune, and then we'll put the intake, we'll take it off and we'll put the intake and the pipe on. Okay, once you have it uploaded, just a little point, once you link up your EZ-Link and get the app on your phone, you're going to want to download all the tunes to your phone before you try to upload it in the truck, because it makes you go to Wi-Fi and link to your EZ-Link. So make sure they're all downloaded, and then you can use the EZ-Link Wi-Fi, link to the EZ-Link, and then download whatever tune that you want. We did the 65 over. I also have a question for the guy I got it from, for Brad. There's a pedal adjustment, like a pedal lag download too, which I think is like a fix-it tune. I wonder if I could do that with have them both uploaded, but I don't want to remove the tune that I just installed. Once you have your tune installed, it takes about 15-20 minutes, and the dash goes crazy while you're doing it. Then you can put in your pipe and your intake. So I moved onto the intake, and it is a total biatch to get that freaking coupler and that bolt in the back to mount, and the right angle for the intake. But we got it on. It may be a little bit crooked. I'll do some fine adjustment here in a little bit, but for right now it'll work because we're kind of fighting the weather again. So let's move on to getting that exhaust off. All right, so once you get under here, you've got that clamp that hooks into the rear section, which we're going to keep. And then you've got to get rid of all of these sensors. There's a sensor right there. There's a couple sensors right there. We're removing that section and this rear section first, and then we'll move on to removing that front section, which is the DEF from the down tube, or the down pipe. So let's get this one off first. I usually hit all of these rubber mounts with some WD-40, and that way it's a little easier to get off. So let's start by undoing the clips. This is your diesel exhaust fluid injector, which that one might be more of a bitch. I might have to put the phone down for this. All right, yeah. Okay, got the exhaust out, and it looks like the flux capacitor for a spaceship. It was a biatch getting that out, but we got that out. We got the intake on, we got the tune in. Let's see what it sounds like. Is it going to fire up? I don't know, because my door's open. we got the exhaust on and the intake, and it's tuned 65 over. So let's go for a test drive. I had to go inside and get cleaned up. I was just nasty from that. And one of the biggest reasons I don't like working on cars, because you always lose a knuckle and you get filthy, especially with the diesel. But anyways, let's fire it up and see. Fires up a lot smoother. Doesn't seem super loud inside. Let's see what it shifts like. You can totally hear the turbo. Smoke. You can hear that turbo just whistling. That intake in the tune. A little bit more response. No black smoke though. That's good. Nice. Drives pretty good. Sounds good. Got rid of that stupid DPF gauge. Loving it. Sounds good inside the truck too. Not terribly loud, no hum. 4-inch is definitely the way to go if you're looking to be conservative. Alright, just a quick wrap up here. It's been about, well, it's Tuesday now. I did the work on Sunday. So I've had a couple starts and I drive about 10 minutes to work. And I've already gone up to 19 miles per gallon, so the truck hit a new record for MPGs. And this morning on the way to the gym, I could feel a considerable difference. So it apparently takes a couple days to upload, or for the computer to relearn or something, to basically adjust to the tune and the adjustments on the emissions of the vehicle. So overall, there's great power. I think there's a little bit of a lag in the throttle, but in the tunes that I was sent, Brad gave us like a weird throttle angle 0 horsepower tune, which is an update. And I sent him a message about that, but he hasn't responded. He does take a little while to respond, especially after he's moved on from your purchase, which is kind of typical. But I mean, once he does respond, it's super informative. So if you haven't looked him up yet, I would strongly suggest Brad at Synthetic Off-Road. And I did want to put out a little bit of a disclaimer on this. In the states in which you reside, some vehicles have emissions and others don't. Other states don't require it. The modifications put on my truck are strictly for off-road use. The vehicle is not going to be used on open state and federal or whatever state highways with these modifications because of the EPA regulations. I'm not giving you a tutorial. This is merely for entertainment purposes, and definitely if you plan on driving your vehicles as a daily, do not delete them, otherwise it could result in some pretty big fines. So EPA does not like that. Some townships have noise violation regulations. They don't like that. You could get some fines for it. So my vehicle is strictly off-road use. All right, now that we've got that behind us, I need to get to work. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe. Peace.